Okay, IDK 2000, our sunlight readable or outdoor readable LCD kit series. The standard brightness 1200 nits, and right now we have 8.4 to 19 inches that are in MP mode, and 21.5 will be MP'd in May-June timeframe. So most likely June, because we're a little bit behind on our development. Our PD is trying to ramp up as fast as possible all the new products. So we should have the 21.5 high bright phased in by June. Okay, it comes with the LED driver board with the IDK 2000 panels, and it has the standard. It's without touch or with resistive touch, and it's upgradable to PCAP touch again. And right now we have we use the Y operating temperature liquid crystal, the 8.4 to 15 inches, but 17 inches we are phasing in the Y operating temperature 17 inches. Hopefully by end of the second quarter, that we should have the high bright 17 inches with Y extended temperature. Our LED driver board is minus 22 plus 70 operating temperature, standard. Okay, so just a quick overview of our 1200 nits semi-readable solution. Okay, so the standard brightness of the panel is about 300 to 450 nits, and we changed that to 1200 nits. On a project basis, we can upgrade it to 2000 nits. So just let us know if you have project requirements on that. And on our standard product size, basically it's 8.4 to 21.5. We do edge lit, and what does that mean? So the standard panel products, they have a light bar or a CCFL, which CCFL, we're seeing that maybe in 1 to 2 years you probably won't be able to see CCFL panels or backlights in the market anymore. But basically, the edge lit is that they have an edge light or a light bar on the edge of the LCD, and then they have a light guide directly behind the LCD panel. Okay, and then there's some prism films or brightness enhancement films between the LCD and the backlight light guide. Okay, so what we do is that we replace the light bar on the edge with a high bright, high nit LED light bar. Okay, and also we add some in our structure. We add some thermal management to ensure that when we have so many high nit LED soldered right next to each other, that it won't be cooked and affect the efficiencies in the product life cycles. So those heats are properly directed or synced out from the back of the LCD panels with what we call a thermal-free plate. Basically, it's just a aluminum composite metal plate that it's directly behind the LCD panels, and it's connected directly to the LED light bar. Okay, so as you can see from this illustration, if I increase the screen brightness, the contrast increase quite a bit, and thus be able to view it under the direct sunlight. Okay, just a quick application story of IDK 2000 outdoor electronics. Late last year and earlier this year, we have IDK 2108 or 8.4 1200 nits installed with our MIL 2261 throughout the California regions for electric vehicle charging station. And the screen brightness 8.4 1200 nits, but the power consumption is only 5.35 with the resistive touch screen. Okay, quick roadmap of IDK 2000. The 8.4 again, and by July 2014 this year, we are going to introduce our 1000 nits, 7 inches, 800 by 480, plus with or without 4Y resistive touch, and it's upgradable to 5Y resistive touch because 4Y's operating temperature is a little bit narrower but for cost issues, we put our standard 7 inches with 4 wire. But again, if you have any operating temperature concerns, we can upgrade it to 5 wire and using this the same format of LED driver board and same driver mechanical dimensions and driver support. Okay, 10.4, 12.1, 15 inches, all 4:3 aspect ratio, 1200 nits. And the by the way, so on the 10.4, the average temperatures on the liquid crystal is minus 22 to 70. 12, it's minus 32 plus 85, and 15 inches minus 32 plus 85. Okay, the 17 inches right now, as I mentioned earlier, it's the average temperature is 0 to 50 right now, but we're gonna introduce a minus 32 plus 85 liquid crystal on the 17 inches high brightness product soon. Okay, the 19 inches 0 to 50 and 21.5 0 to 50 because there's no liquid crystals offered in the market. Well, actually, I take it back. There's one manufacturer on the 19 inches offered the white operating temperature liquid crystal, but the cost is too high, so we stay with the 0 to 50 unless the customers have requirements otherwise. Okay, so the 21.5 is our newest added to the family of the high brightness IDK 2000, and we're gonna have introduced or phase this in by end of May, but now we actually have customers are already ordering the samples, so we can ship samples. Just let us know. The lead time is a little bit long because it's still on the pilot run stage. But if you let me know every time when you have a if you have products that needs to expedite, always let your field sales engineer know, and I can talk with them and we can try to expedite the sample for you to make sure that we won't delay your designing or the pilot run stage. Okay, so our goal is to work with our partners to win the business. So always let us know your requirements, and we'll always do our best to support your project. So on the large high brightness product roadmap, last year we have 31.5, 42, and 55. But what we've seen is that we're not seeing too much demand on the 31.5 or 55 at this moment. So our PD decided to trim it down to make it more efficient. So the standard offer product line offer, we're just going to stay with the 42 because that seems to be where the demand is right now. But if you have projects that requires high brightness on the 31.5 or 55 inches, let us know because we can do it on a project-by-project basis. Yeah, if you have any requirements, just let us know. Then we'll let you know what the how long it's going to take to get a sample and what is the delivery times on that. Okay. The 42 inches we're going to try to introduce by end of June, and it's 1800 nits, standard 1940 by 1080, 24-bit dual channel LEDs with a direct backlit LED. And it comes with the LED driver board as well. And this product right now we offer standard without touch, but if you have any touch requirements, we can do optical touch or IR touch for this requirements. Okay, now our IDS 3000 family. So we have two models: the open frame, which is the IDS 3100, and the Paramount IDS 3200 series. Okay, right now both we have on 6.5 to 19 inches. The design concept of our IDS 3000 families is that we make it as compact as possible. We have two series. One is what we call the economic series, and one is what we call the standard series. And as the name suggested, economic means it's the cheaper model. Because especially on the open frame, that we all know that sometimes the price can be very competitive out there. So if the customer doesn't have any really extended requirements, then we offer the economic model, and we're seeing the economic models with the price saving about 10 to 15% price saving from the standard model. And I'll go over the difference between the economic and the standard models a little bit in the later slides. Okay. Standard, we offer it without touch or with resistive touch. And it's upgradable to PCAP touch, and also it's upgradable to semi-readable. So for semi-readable projects, then we can just replace the standard panel with the semi-readable panel. So just need to let us know if you have high brightness, open frame, open mount projects, and we can switch that for you guys. Okay, so this is the front and back view of our open frame, and the panel mount, the back view or the rear view looks identical to the open frame. The front, it just adds a front bezel, as you can see right here. It's the same mechanical form factor, just with a bezel in the front. Okay, the back of the unit comes with standard 75 by 75 and 100 by 100 millimeter VESA mounting, and it has an OSD keyboard built in on the back. Just a few days ago, I was asked that if there's a on-off button. Yes, there's a power button here, and then you can push it on-off on this little power button. Comes with the power menu, auto adjust, and adjust up and down, plus minus key for the adjustment. Okay, and it comes with the integrated mounting bracket on 4 corners here for the open frame. For the panel mount, as the name suggested, it can be mounted flush against the wall or against a flat surface, and I'll show some of the accessories that comes with it. Actually, here we go. So these are the accessories. Comes with the panel mounts. As you can see, this little mounting nut, for lacking a better word, and screws. That's for the panel mounts, and it comes in behind the front bezel, on the edge of the front bezel. There's 8 pieces, so that you can mount it flush against your kiosk or flush against a wall or a panel. Okay, but all IDS 3000 series comes with VGA cable, USB cable for the touchscreen, but no power adapter or power cord, because the power cord has different requirements in different regions. So it's just easier for our factories to not to include it, and customers from different regions. What I mean by different regions, different countries. China has China's standard, USA has USA's standard, and then Europe has their own standard. So when you order the IDS 3000, make sure, don't forget that you need to order the power cord and the power supply separately. Okay, so this is a profile of the IDS series. As you can see, it's very compact. The total thickness is less than 25 millimeters, so less than 1 inch. Very compact, so it's very good for when you have restricted space, or just very flexible and adaptable into different mechanical mounting required, because it's so slim. Okay, so the standard version comes with DVI, VGA, dual interface I/O input. The standard is the DC 12 volts barrel connector for the power. Okay, and it comes with also dual touch interface, USB and RS-232. I was asked a lot of times, are these also can be used for communication port for programming the monitors and stuff like that. Unfortunately, these two I/O port, USB and RS-232, is only for touch interface, not a COM port. So FYI. Okay. On the economic versions, we offer only single VGA interface input, same DC 12 volts barrel connector input. The touch, it's USB and RS-232, except on the 6.5, because on the 6.5 we just don't have enough space to put the D-volt input for touch support, but it just comes with the USB. So again, FYI. Okay, the system bundle solution. Actually, let me go back to the difference on the standard and economic version again. So on the standard version, except from the dual input, also the operating temperatures, if we have the Y operating temperature panel on the we offer that on the standard version. So the standard version, most of them will be on the -22 plus 60, except on the larger displays. For example, 19 inches and 21.5. There's we don't have any Y operating temperature available, so it stays on the 0 to 50. Okay, economic versions we spec it in at 0 to 45. So for most of the indoor applications, 0 to 45 operating temperature is good enough. Okay, on the brightness, on the standard version, if we have, well, the standard brightness is average 350 to 450. On the XGA 12.1, we have 600 nits, but the average brightness is about 350 to 450 for the standard. Economic versions, because of cost concern, sometimes we use a lower brightness panels, like average brightness is about 250. But you know, for indoor, 250 is sufficient. So for customer that is more concerned about price point, that would be a good choice for them. Okay, system bundle. On the IDS models, that we have Bezel mounting wall on the back, and it can be bundled with our ARC box PC. We have a Bezel mounting adapter plate or bracket. So just ask your field salespeople for part numbers of this adapter if you wanted to mount the ARC system with our IDS 3000 series. Okay. So as you can see, it's very complex and it looks very nice and save a lot of space. And the nice thing about the bundle like this versus panel PC is that, you know, everybody knows LCD, if you install it correctly, and most of the time, if it's a lemon, you'll see in the first 30 days, or you know, after the first installation of the 30 days. Otherwise, the chance of the LCD go bad is very rare, as long as it's operating within the recommended, you know, operating environment, you know, temperature-wise, humidity-wise, and vibration and shock. So if you follow the manufacturer's recommended operating environment recommendation, that the chance of it goes bad is very rare. However, for PC, there's a lot more components, a lot more electronic and IC components on there, so the chance of it go bad or be defective is a lot higher than the LCD. So with the two parts separated that can be mounted separately, that means if you have an RMA on the PC end, you can just remove it 4 screws and ship it back for the RMA instead of ship the whole thing back. So, and you know, it's a lot smaller shipping size wise compared to the LCD. So what that means is that would save you some shipping costs. Okay.